Hey there, folks, picture this. You're driving home after a long day, the kind where your back aches and your brain's fried, looking forward to kicking off your shoes and hugging your kids, when you turn the corner and see nothing. Where your hand-built bridge your pride and joy used to stand, there's just dirt, splintered wood, and a river mocking you. That's exactly what happened to Mike Harper, a small-town architect in Willow Creek, Tennessee. And let me tell you, it wasn't just a bridge that got torn down that day, it was the spark that lit a fire in Mike, one that had burned through his quiet life and shake his whole neighborhood to its core. Mike's place was a little slice of heaven, tucked away on a wooded plot he'd bought 12 years back. His house sat on one side of a babbling creek, his workshop on the other, and connecting them was this sturdy oak bridge he'd poured his heart into. We're not talking some rickety plank. This thing had hand-carved railings, solar lanterns that glowed like fireflies at night, and beams Mike had replaced himself, each one a testament to his skill. That bridge wasn't just how he got from point A to point B. It was his sanctuary, a symbol of the life he'd built for his wife, Sarah, and their two boys, Ethan and Lucas. For years, they'd lived in peace, far enough from the Willow Creek Homeowners Association or HOA. That pack of clipboard-wielding busybodies to avoid their nonsense. The HOA, led by Karen Mitchell, this self-appointed queen bee with a smile sharper than a tack, had tried poking their noses into Mike's business before, dropping hints about his rustic bridge being an eyesore. Mike always brushed it off. His land was outside their jurisdiction, plain and simple, and he had the deed to prove it. But one October evening, as the leaves turned gold and the air got crisp, Mike's world flipped upside down. He was humming along to Springsteen, thinking about Sarah's pot roast, when he pulled up to where his bridge should have been. Gone. Just gone. The creek gurgled like nothing had happened, but the banks were torn up, tire tracks gouged deep, and broken posts jutted out like bones. Mike's stomach dropped. He got out, boots crunching on gravel, and stood there, staring, his breath catching as the truth sank in. Someone had come onto his land, without a word, and ripped out a piece of his life. His first thought was the city, maybe a mix-up with utilities? But those tire tracks, fresh and heavy, screamed something else. Then he remembered Karen's voice at a block party months back, all syrupy sweet. That bridge of yours, Mike, it's charming, but don't you think it's a bit unsafe? He'd laughed it off then, told her to mind her lawn. Now, her words felt like a snake bite. Mike didn't have a choice. He had to take the long way home. A 40-minute detour through back roads that had him gripping the wheel so tight his knuckles went white. By the time he pulled into his driveway, Sarah was on the porch, her brow furrowed. "You're late, what's wrong?" she asked, peering past him. Mike's voice was low, shaking. "The bridge, Sarah, it's gone. Someone tore it down." Her eyes widened. "What do you mean, gone?" "It was there when I left for the store this morning." They stood there, the kids' laughter drifting from inside, and Mike felt something shift, a mix of rage and resolve. "If it's that damn HOA," he said, "they just picked a fight they're gonna regret." Sleep didn't come easily that night. Mike lay awake, replaying Karen's smug grin, the way she'd always acted like she owned the whole town. By dawn, he was at his desk, digging through property records, confirming what he knew: his land, his bridge, his rules. No HOA had any claim to it. Armed with that, he headed to the sheriff's office, filing a report for trespassing and vandalism, showing photos of the wreckage, splinters, mud, those telltale tracks. The deputy, a guy named Carl who'd known Mike since high school, scratched his head. "We'll look into it, but you'll need proof tying it to the HOA. Without that, it's just a hunch." Mike nodded, his jaw tight. Proof? He'd get it. That same morning, he overheard two neighbors, Ed and Judy, the kind who'd gossip through a hurricane, be their mailbox. "Did you see those trucks the HOA rolled in yesterday?" Judy whispered. "Finally got rid of that ugly bridge." Mike froze, then stepped closer, his voice sharp. "You saying the HOA did this? To my bridge?" Ed stammered. "Well, we saw their logo on the trucks, figured they'd told you." Mike didn't wait for the rest. He was already in his truck, headed for the HOA office, his pulse pounding like a war drum. Karen was there, perched behind a desk like a vulture in pearls, surrounded by her loyal board members. "Mike," she cooed, "what's got you so worked up?" He didn't mince words. "You tore down my bridge, Karen. My property. You had no right." Her smile didn't budge. "Oh, that old thing. It was a hazard, Mike. The board agreed community safety comes first. Mike's fists clenched. Safety? That bridge was on my land, outside your reach. You trespassed, you destroyed my property, and I'm going to make sure you pay. Karen's eyes narrowed, but her voice stayed smooth. The creek's part of our ecosystem, Mike. We must protect it. That bridge could have caused flooding, or worse. It's gone, and it's staying gone. File a complaint if you want, we'll handle it. Mike stormed out, her words echoing like a challenge. The next week was a blur of fury and strategy. The HOA sent a letter claiming Mike's bridge violated community standards and billing him $120,000 for the demolition. $120,000. Mike nearly choked on his coffee. Karen even started a whisper campaign, painting Mike as some reckless loner whose bridge endangered kids and property values. Some neighbors bought it, giving him dirty looks at the gas station. But Mike wasn't folding. He installed security cameras around his land, hired a lawyer named Lisa Conway, pitbull in a pantsuit, who ate HOA cases for breakfast and started digging. A break came when a neighbor, Tim, a quiet guy who'd clashed with Karen over his unapproved mailbox, pulled Mike aside. I saw it, Tim muttered. Karen was there, directing the crew. Said the creek gave her jurisdiction. It's BS, Mike's just flexing. That was the match Mike needed. The courtroom was packed, a mix of nosy neighbors and HOA loyalists, with Karen sitting front and center, her tailored suit screaming confidence. Mike's heart raced, but Lisa was cool as ice. Karen's lawyers spun a tale about the creek being a shared resource and the bridge a ticking time bomb. They even waived a supposed engineer's report, calling it unsafe. Lisa tore it apart like wrapping paper. She flashed Mike's deed, proving his land was untouchable. She showed Mike's maintenance records, proving the bridge was solid. Then she called Tim, who spilled everything. Karen's solo decision. No board vote, no notice. The knockout punch. Lisa revealed the engineer's report was fake, backed by an email from the guy saying Karen had twisted his words. Karen's face went pale, her lawyers whispering like scared mice. When she took the stand, her cool cracked. I was protecting the community, she snapped, but Lisa pounced. Protecting? Or controlling, Mrs. Mitchell? You didn't notify Mike because you knew you had no right. The judge wasn't having it. Reckless, invasive, unlawful, he said, slamming the gavel. The HOA owed Mike $350,000. Karen got slapped with a $50,000 fine and faced fraud charges. Mike walked out, head high, while Karen slunk away, her empire crumbling. The fallout was wild. The story hit the local news. HOA tyrant fined. Homeowner wins big, and Willow Creek bust. Neighbors turned on Karen, spilling years of gripes. Fines for wrong, paint colors, forced mailbox upgrades, even rumors she'd funneled HOA cash into her backyard oasis. An audit confirmed itched siphoned $150,000, including funds for Mike's bridge demolition. She copped a plea, got 2 years in prison, and her name became a punchline. The HOA got a new board, one that ditched the rulebook for block parties and community gardens. Mike used his payout to rebuild the bridge stronger, with a plaque reading, "Built on grit, defended by truth." It wasn't just a bridge anymore, it was a landmark. Neighbors stopped by with beers, apologies, even a pie from old Mrs. Jenkins, who said, "You freed us, Mike." Standing on that bridge today, Mike watches his boys race across, their laughter bouncing off the water. It's peaceful again, but he'll never forget the fight, not for the wood or the creek, but for what's right. It's funny, though, some folks still whisper he ruined the HOA, like standing up for yourself is a crime. Makes you wonder, where's the line between community and control? I want to hear from you. Ever had to fight an HOA, a neighbor, or some petty tyrant? Drop it in the comments, and let's talk about what justice looks like. Hit that subscribe button if you're with Mike, and I'll catch you in the next one.